Hi, it's Cinnamon here from Liberty Jane Clothing, and I am going to show you kind of step by step how to do iron-ons like these right here that we have on a white t-shirt. So to start with, you're going to get transfer paper, iron-on paper, and we have a whole bunch of logos printed out. You can see on here that they are printed out in reverse, and I'll show you on the computer how to flip it so it prints backwards. We have ours saved. This section of 4 logos is one picture, so it's printing out on a full sheet of paper. It would print out 9. We have some of them cut off. Okay, here's a screenshot, basically it's live, of our computer, and I'm just going to show you when you have a picture selected, you can do a photo or any picture that you've saved from any source that you've scanned in or something you've gotten from the internet or whatever. And once you have the picture saved into a file on your computer, we have it opened up in Windows, and I'm going to click up here where it says print, and for ours we're going to use the wallet size, which has it be pretty small. This is your whole piece of paper right here. And if you're doing it for white t-shirts and you want to flip it so that it prints a reverse image, we go into our options. And for here it has page layout, and then up at the top it has, you can select mirror image, which is basically like how you would look at it in a mirror, which would be backwards. So we've selected that. And then we would print it out, which we already have printed, so I'll show you that in a minute. So it'll print it flipped over and backwards, so when you iron it on, it'll be in the right way. So basically what you'll do, we will show you, we'll cut out one of the blue ones, and we will show you how to iron that on. So you'll start right here. I'm just going to cut straight right along the edges. And it's best when you do the iron-ons that you pick something that is a full picture. I can show you an example, but for these ones up here, well, they're backwards, but these ones right here, if you cut them out in a square and you iron it on, you'll have like a clear residue everywhere where there isn't color printed, so your whole rectangle will show. I can show you, it just looks a little bit off if it's not done like in this way or in the black where it's a full color picture. And it's easier to cut out if it's straight, or if it's like a circle or an oval, not a lot of little edges. Okay, so you take your iron-on, which we have like this. It still has paper on the back side. And we have our white t-shirt, which we made using the free Liberty Jane t-shirt pattern. Peace! And basically, we are going to lay the t-shirt on the ironing board. We'll go over it one time with the iron just so it's nice and smooth. Make sure it's clean. And then we're going to lay this down right where we want to position it. You can kind of put the t-shirt on the doll first and figure out exactly where you want it. And then I will show you that once we have it ironed down. Okay, here we have the t-shirt is laying on an ironing board. I think the directions for the iron-on say not to do it on an ironing board, but we've done it every time and it seems to work fine. I think it is because it isn't quite hot enough, maybe, if it's not a solid piece of wood or something. But anyway, here's the t-shirt, and we have the iron-on face down. The color side is down. You have it straight with the neckline. We centered it on there. The package comes with the tissue paper, and we're just going to set ours right on top of it, and then take an iron and press it, and you want to push down pretty firmly and just count to about 20. press firmly
Hey.
till it's set. That's Libby. She says hi.
Hi.
Okay, then we're gonna lift it up, and it's pretty hot. It's set on there. I'm just gonna flip the whole thing over and iron it kind of the same way, just from the back side, just to make sure that it's set on there and the color comes out really good. So I just press down for about 10 seconds. Okay, so now we'll let that cool. You want to let it cool completely before you peel this paper off. And so we are going to let it cool, and we'll show you the next step in just a minute. Alright, while the shirt's cooling, I'm just going to show you a couple examples of sort of like a mistake, I guess, so you don't make the same mistake that we did. This right here, we did this kind of a while ago. It's a pretty old shirt, but I'm just going to show you on the front right here. You can see that it was the kind where we cut it in a rectangle, and the clear part is all it shows, and after time it looks dirty. It doesn't work as well unless you have a solid color. That's what I was trying to explain before. Anyway, and this is just to show you that you cannot use the iron-ons. Can you see that? Okay. That you cannot use the iron-ons that say they're for white t-shirts on a colored shirt, because this is what will happen.
Yeah, it's just all black.
Basically, this one is this same one. It's supposed to be blue, but it only shows up when you iron it on white. So we'll do a separate video showing the dark t-shirts with the iron-ons. They print out without having to be flipped backwards. They just print out regular, but it's a different type of paper. So anyway, that's a bad example. Okay, and here we have the t-shirt. It's all cooled off and the paper is on here, and basically at this point all you do is get the corner of the paper and it just peels right off. And then you have an ironed on picture on your t-shirt. And you can do that with any type of picture that you have, a picture of a person, or a picture that you scan in if you want it to look like the cover of a CD or something that's kind of like that. You know, you could just scan it in, save it as a picture, and then just print it out like as a wallet size or something. Just kind of measure the size and the printer will give you the right sizes for how to print it out.
And this concludes our iron-on video. See you next time.